say to build a positive live chat experience for you and your viewers. Choose who can participate. Set a delay. How to put people in time limit bench. All right, all right. I just got done. Well, this is a behind the scenes of the cargo van business. Just got done putting out some flyers here um, at these buildings. I want to see if I could turn it around so you all could see what I did. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I can turn it around. So I want to show y'all what I just did. It is now 2 o'clock in the morning, and put out some flyers. And let me drive up here. Hold on one second. Put my yeah, all right, hold on. All right. I don't even know. This is my first live, so I don't know if y'all could hear me. I'm just testing this out. This is something that I wanted to do for the longest. I've been wanting to show y'all some behind the scenes stuff, but I just got my truck back, and I had a nice little cold as well, so I got my voice back as well. But like I said, I just got done putting out flyers at these buildings. So we got 4 buildings here. 2 of them had 5 floors and the other ones had 4. So I'm gonna get out here so y'all can see. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see somebody. I'm him. You doing good, bro? Sound. Oh, perfect. I didn't know if y'all can hear this or how this worked, but I'm gonna show you Mr. I am him crown. All right, so I'm gonna just give you a quick little preview of behind the scenes. All right, so let me turn this off. All right. I don't even know if they can behind me here. So I'm gonna show y'all these. Flip it around. Let me see. Flip it around here. How do I? Okay. So flip it around. So I just got done doing these. This is building 3. That's 2, and then the other ones are on the other side there. And so what I did, I put the flyers up here. Somebody already got dealt with, and they'll come in to those. We got those there, and I'm gonna go up the stairs so y'all can see how how it looks this way. Let's see here. All right, so we're gonna go through this door. So I had to do all that down there, put those out, and okay, so I just wanted to give y'all a little quick preview of behind the scenes of the flyers that I got to put out, because you know, in the cargo van business, we got to create work. You know, if you're doing local deliveries, you're gonna have to create work. And all right, so we go back out here. Got my baby on. You see, we got the light there at the top there. Delivery to 3 a.m. And got to get some. Got to get some fuel for tomorrow. And I'm gonna see. Okay, so we got some people on here. Hey, Carter. I'm him and Carlos H. I'm finna turn this light off. I don't know if I could have a light on. Is there a light? Do y'all know if you can turn a light on the camera live so I can turn this headlight off? Because I'm pretty sure I'll probably get. Hold on, let me put my seatbelt on. Did that thing charge up? Good. So let me just move out of the way. These people coming behind me. So as you all know, it is a holiday. Excuse me. It's a holiday weekend. We got Labor Day. It's a big, huge day. It's been traffic coming in and out of town. Football games are coming up. So our first football game is going to be an away game. So, but next week is going to be the first home game in town. So it's going to be a lot crazier. So I got to go ahead now and put out as many flyers as possible. We got a lot of new people in town. So that's good to get, you know, some new customers in your system. And it's the biggest thing that I want to teach in this community. It's not about just getting the sale. We want to create systems to where you're continuously getting repeat customers. You want a high retention rate. And another big part of having a high retention rate is you have to be everywhere. People got to see you around town. They got to see your brand. People got to be talking about you. You got to have, you know, you got to have your flyers, you know, like a mixtape, a new single, you know, whatever it is, you know, that's what we have to do to create that local work to get, let me turn this, these headphones up. I don't know how loud that is, or if y'all could, to hear that. So this is the behind the scenes work, how you make the $5,000, that the $7,500 to $8,500 months, or even the $10,000 months. You got to put in that work. You got to drive in traffic. And the biggest thing is you can't be afraid to be creative. So what's going to happen now that I went out and I put the flyers out? As you can see, let me turn it around so y'all can see what I see. People are in bed. People out in the clubs. And you got to be out putting in the work 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. But what's going to happen when when they leave and come back into their homes? They're going to see that flyer posted up. So now I got about 1,000 of these flyers. So what the numbers, how this usually work, the breakdown. So let's say we got 1,000 flyers. 10% of those flyers, or 10% of the people who get those flyers, they're going to visit my website. Okay, and out of those 10%, 3 to 5% are going to convert. All right, but the 10% of people who come to my website, I have a pop-up form offering them a discount in exchange for their email. Okay, so why is that so important to get that email? Remember, guys, when I told y'all, if y'all been paying attention, the #1 currency in the world is not, you know, gold, it's not oil, it's not money, it's not status, it's data. I want data. All right, you want data. This community needs data. Okay, let's see. Oh, I got, how much coke are you on at this? T-Bird, howdy, sir. Carlos H say hi. You have a food truck delivery? No, it's not a food truck delivery. It's I have a delivery service. So I deliver Waffle House. Damn, I can't even think of. My mind's been all over the place. Again, y'all have to excuse me. I just got over a bad cold, man. It was horrible. I think it was from all those people. We had over 100,000 people coming into town from all over the world, different parts of the country, outside of the country, and they all came to this one space, and just it was bad. A lot of people got sick when a lot of the students came back. But it's not a food truck delivery service. I have a delivery service. So we do special orders, Waffle House. Taco Casa, Whataburger, just about anything. You know, as long as it's legal, I can deliver it. I can deliver it. So let's say something isn't on my site, somebody could put in somebody could put in a request, and so they'll message the dispatch, and then the dispatch will create them a ticket. And you know, like I said, let's say if it's something from Best Buy, something like that, or a lot of the fancy restaurants that don't like to do business with the major corporation delivery services, they'll come through me. So they'll say, hey, I want this restaurant, and then we'll create a ticket for them, go in there, and I'll pay for it, and I'll give them my price. So usually my price is 50%. So whatever. So let's say something is $20. I'm gonna charge $40 plus. If it's in town, it's a $5 delivery fee, and then I have real good clientele, so they tip me very well as well. So, but if it's a pickup and it's already paid for by the customer, the ticket is written up differently. So the ticket may be like let's say I don't even know, like let's say somebody order like a bike or a big television or something like that. It'd be like, I don't know, depending on the weight and all this stuff, let's just say, you know, $19.99 or $24.99 or something like that. I'll go and pick it up and deliver it to them, and that's it. So like I said, the biggest thing here that we want to do is create that buzz, get that traffic, get as many people to the website, and provide great services. And then when you provide great services, you're going to be able to capitalize on I don't know, this cop gonna make me move, but you're gonna be able to capitalize on creating more revenue in your business. And so that's the biggest thing doing local deliveries. You want to continue to build up your clientele. I see people in here. I was a little confused because before I got on here, they said that people couldn't see it because I didn't have 1,000 subscribers. So I'm a little confused. I see T-Bird. Yeah, T-Bird. Hey, T-Bird. I don't know how this works. This is my first live, but yeah, I'm a little confused about the YouTube thing, because they said if I didn't have 1,000 subscribers, people wouldn't see it. So I was just trying to get some practice in. But if y'all can't see it, if it's live and it's out to the public, that's pretty cool. And if maybe when the live ends, maybe it's just going to go private. So again, this is a little behind the scenes. This is my first time getting this batch right here. I got this batch, as you can see, it's hot pink on one side, and then I got that blue on the other side. So I like to do the highlighter colors. You know, it hits people's eyes. Hey, what's that? And then I'm in the middle of the road, y'all. I'm gonna have to just move over somewhere and get out of the way. But the highlighted colors, they pop out, and then when you get people attention like that, and you have really good text, what's going to happen is, and I've talked about this in a video before, you want to tap into people's emotions. Okay, hold on, let me see if that's the cop. I gotta get off the road. I don't want to turn this light off because I don't know if live is going to give me some light. So hold on one second, let me pull over. I gotta pull over here in this parking lot. Hope I don't get in trouble here. If you're just coming in, this is my first live behind the scenes of some late night promo. I just put out some flyers in some off-campus apartments. I gotta put some flyers out before next weekend hits, when everybody comes to town. It's going to be our first home game. and I gotta make sure I hit up all the hotels, and so I'll do that one as well. I'll when I go do the hotels, I'll do the hotels um, in the daytime, and I put out the flyer. So anyway, as you can see here, we got that hot pink that pops out. You know, if you was at the beginning, you'll be able to see um, a little sneak preview of how I put the flyers out. And so I probably put out about 200 flyers, that maybe even a little more. I try not to count, all right? I don't want to count. I try not to overthink things because they really do complicate it. But back to what I was saying is you want to tap into people's emotions, okay? And y'all let me know, since I see here that we got 17 people there, okay? So y'all let me know, what do y'all think about this? And again, I'm trying to get into your head with people's emotions when they're coming home after a long day or after partying, after a long work day. Remember the days when you were in school. All right, so this is the pink side right here. Let me show you. All right, so I'm gonna read it to y'all. Y'all let me know. It says, clutch it, because no mayo and mo mayo sounds awfully similar when the restaurants are packed. Okay, so this makes you think. All right, so imagine when you're in a restaurant and you're telling the server, and it's packed, right? You're telling the server, hey, no mayo, and the person says mo mayo, and you say no mayo. People can relate to that. All right, so that's something that I believe that's something that you could relate to and have that moment, or you can see that moment. The customer could potentially feel that moment, and that's what we want. And like I said, if I can just get them to I gotta tap into what the hate and how you hate it too, and that what they love and how you can hook them up with that. Hey, yo, he's getting it. T-Bird. Okay, T-Bird. So, all right, so I'm gonna flip it to the blue side, okay? This is the blue side. Y'all get a sneak preview of that. And as you can see, I got the QR code up there. All right, so the blue side says, mistakes were made, but not by you. All right, so that's very confusing. Remember, I want them to stop. I want to get their attention. Like, what do you mean mistakes were made, but not by me? All right, and so I put here where it says, you can see the mistake. All right, the mistake. And so the mistake is the autocorrect on your phone replaced cooking tonight with delivery. So imagine you typing on your phone like, oh, I'm going to cook tonight, but the phone took over and be like, nah, delivery. So you got to be a little creative with it. Somebody said your life a mistake. Hey, Zach, man, that's funny. That's funny. Actually, my dad had told me that. He was like, hey, man, I used a mistake. I wore rubber, man. Like, I don't know how you got here. The rubber popped. I was not planning for you to be here. So Zach is actually somebody who's like, well, those tarot card read, somebody that knows reality and know your future or know your background. I feel like Zach has some. I feel like Zach knows some stuff. Zach. I said, how old is you, bro? Come on, bro. Come on. Zach going in on me, man. But anyway, I just wanted to, again, show you all what goes on behind the scenes. When everybody is asleep, you got to put in the work. All right. Even when you're making money, you still got to be putting out new work, new creative, to drive traffic to your website. And that's just the biggest part of the game. I'm not going to be one of those. I guess I'm a content creator. I'm not going to be one of those content creators that just say stuff that's not real. I want to show you all what goes on behind the business, the ups, the downs. Like I said, I just got my my truck back, and I'll be making more videos about what was going on with my truck. I had a transmission issue going on with it. The ISM needed to be replaced, so I had to get that replaced. So it's been a very, very interesting month. Um, Zach is going in, dude. You ain't gonna make money. You can get a real job, make a real family. Well, Zach, I hope this doesn't hurt your feelings, but I've made more money with creating businesses than I have um, working for anyone. I've generated probably, man, I've generated over $1 million in the cargo van business. So, and that's probably more money. Even when I was working up north in the oil fields, I was making probably at my times there, I probably made about a $500,000 in the oil fields when I used to work up north. So I don't have a problem with making money. And so my thing is I just like to share and help other people make money and let them see the opportunities that are there. He said if you had a meal, you wouldn't have no viewers. Again, Zach, you have people who are winning in the real world. Okay, so again, I think Zach is very um, you're uninformed. You're not as educated in knowing how the real world works. I've had a lot of people who've asked me to make videos and show them how to what goes on behind the scenes and how to create businesses and stuff like that because I've helped other people become successful in doing this. Just people who have access to me, and this isn't my first business. I think this is my third or fourth business. So I've been doing some things, and I failed a lot. I've made a lot of money, and I've lost a whole whole lot of money as well. So this game is not sweet. It's not pretty. Um, so yeah, this is just a test run. I don't know how this is going to go. Um, but thank you all for coming to my first live and behind the scenes of um, a little late night marketing in the cargo van business. So, like I told you all before, you got to be doing the daily, you got to generate, you have to do the daily generating, you have to generate, you have to do daily revenue activities. I'm all over the place, but you have to do daily revenue activities, okay? If you got a goal to put out, 100 flyers a day, do that. But you got to keep your name buzzing in the streets and the corporate offices, the on campus. You got to keep it going, okay? And that's just a part of the game because you're going to have people come in and do business with you, and then you're going to have people that cycle out. And that's just a part of the game as well, especially with all the stuff that's going on in the marketplace. But we're not here for that. I just wanted to show you all what goes on behind the scenes. I'll be doing a lot more of this. Like I said, I got a busy week ahead of me. We got a big game coming up, not tomorrow, but the next Saturday. And so I'm gonna do some hotel runs and just put out a lot of flyers and stuff because people usually start coming in town on Wednesday. That's how serious the games days are. Okay, T-Bird says, laugh out loud. We are looking in the same place at the same time. Galena. All right, I don't know. Maybe he's talking to somebody in there. Okay, I don't know, T-Bird, what that means. Maybe you will explain that. But yeah, anyway, safe travels out there on the roads. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself this weekend, and be careful. And thank you all for watching, and there'll be more coming. I will see you all on the next one. And I don't know how to. All right, I'm just gonna push. I'll push that button right here. Are you sure you want to stop?